Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenas noches, baby. I love you in every way. Namaste in the shade. It's your kid DJ Rain. I love you, 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 I love you. Never place nothing above you. We gonna let the players play with the players. Stay today, baby. I love you. Get out here and get some of this food, this energy in your melanin. Get it up in you, baby. You need it. It's a Monroe here. He's shining bright. And I know everything gonna be all right. This is your kid DJ Rain. I love you. This is another quick jewel on raising your frequency part 2, or heightening your vibrations, or raising your vibrations part 2. Like I was saying, don't take this as, see, the higher you get enlightened, a lot of things you can tell when you come in contact with quote unquote and other enlightened beings. You can tell where they are in their level of consciousness or frequency or vibrations, just by the questions they pose, just by their politics or their conversations. You oversmell me. They'll let you know the level of frequency they're on. Now, what you're gonna run into, again, like I was saying the other day, this is part 2 of raising your frequency. You're gonna run into enlightened beings, but they're halfway through the process. So what's happening is they're getting frustrated in, maybe the eating process, or maybe the chakra process, or maybe whatever the process they're stuck in, or maybe they're stuck in that debating with every single lower frequency process, or just whatever they're into. You oversmell me? Whatever's holding them back from divine spirituality, from the highest, when I say divine spirituality, I mean your higher self. When you meet a person in life and you say, I see something in that person, or I see so much in them that they don't see in themselves. That's what I mean. That's what you see, their higher self. So we have to use that same aspect and use it and turn it towards ourselves. We got to see our higher self. You oversmell me? We have to get out of the ways that have been keeping us in that word routine a lot. It's been keeping us, okay, people say you have to develop a routine. Again, you have to develop an interchangeable routine, which means you can add on, take away, or adjust as needed. So that's why I went to debate night last night. I'm gonna do this real quick. I went to debate night last night, and one of the words, everybody got hung up on was standard, which the question was, should the standard for men be that they pay all the bills? Now, what the elder was saying was, you shouldn't have a standard for most men because it's already embedded in them. But if you say the principle, because a standard and a principle is two different things. A standard is just a proposition. A principle is just a proposition, which means it can be taken away from, adjusted, or changed as needed. You see what I mean? So that's the difference. And like I said, we could be almost on the same wavelength, but we just have two different points or two different sections of the sector or spectrum that we're on. You oversmell me? So when you're doing a lot of these conscious forums, think tanks, and things of that nature, and you're the ones doing the event, please don't be, you have to almost come in with the assumption that your audience may be more enlightened than you. Someone in your audience may be more enlightened than you are. So you have to be able to take in that info and know that, because if you can't take in info that's contradicting maybe one little piece of something, then that means you're not really enlightened. If you indulge in any type of lower frequency activity amongst enlightened spirits, like a think tank or a house of conscience or a conscious event or something like that, and you indulge in any type of lower frequency behavior, you're not enlightened. It's almost like, if it's like being in a denial state, and that's what we're saying about being asleep. If you're in any type of a denial state, you're asleep. Whether it's your diet, whether it's your health, whether it's whatever, whether it's something about your kids, and you're in denial about whether you parented them right or not, or whatever's going on with them. If you are in any type of denial within yourself or in your subconscious, then guess what? Then you are asleep. That the new you can't, the new enlightened you or the new divine you can't break through unless you go through these processes. And just like anything else, this is why we don't have more black entrepreneurs, because a lot of people don't want to go through the processes, all the steps it's gonna take to get to your higher self. And that's me saying me too. I'm working as well. You know, I'm at that higher point to where I'm not going to debate. I'm going to tell you like Dr. Henry Clark said, I debate with my equals. Everybody else I teach. So if you an elder, if you are, if you know your stuff, or if you a younger spirit and you just know your stuff, you know the comedic sciences back and forth, the chakras, the etc., 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 everything, then yeah, I can rock with that. We can vibe, we can build. But you can't, how can you build with somebody that's not on your level of expertise of whatever it may be in? You're more building them up than them building you up, because if you're more enlightened or you have more expertise or more information, yes, y'all are building, but they might give you one snippet of info, but you might give them a whole shitload of information that's, that's crazy, pertinent to whatever they're doing. But you might gain 1 or 2 jewels, which is good. You oversmell me. So, like I said, this your kid DJ Rain. This Raise Your Frequency Part 2. We have to. It's a lot of people that's half-assing getting into your divine enlightened self. You half-assing the process, and you know who you are. And if you don't know who you are and you're not honest with yourself, then you're not enlightened. This is the shit I'm saying. If there's any type of denial, you're not enlightened. Period. You're not awake, you're not awoken, you're not conscious, whatever you want to say. This your kid DJ Rain. I love you, I love you, I love you. Raise your fucking frequencies. You're gonna have to get by yourself. You're gonna have to cut motherfuckers off. They're gonna say you acting funny. They're gonna say you're weird. They're gonna say all that, but they probably was saying all that shit before your ass stumbled upon enlightenment. So what the fuck does it matter now? This your kid DJ Rain. 10,000. I love you. I love you. I love you. Placing on the motherfucking above you.